Now with all the Nintendo news out of the way, some of you may be asking, didn't you watch Microsoft or Sony? Yes, I did. Definitely some games from them that I'm looking forward to. Entwined looks very interesting. You basically have to guide two souls back together using two analog sticks. It's an indie game, I believe, and you can actually go get it right now. It's $10. Give it a shot. I think it looks very lovely, and I would love to try it out. Little Big Planet 3, yay! The audience went, woo! And so did I. It looks like Sackboy has a lot of new friends with different abilities, and the people playing the game in the demonstration really were not cooperating well, which, frankly, is probably more realistic. I mean, my friends and I spend 90% of the time just trying to kill each other and be assholes, so, yeah. Definitely looks pretty. Definitely something I'm looking forward to. Aside from Little Big Planet and Entwined, Far Cry 4, holy shit, I would pay money just to, like, stare at this game. It looks so gorgeous. Like, I would just walk around the environment the whole time. But, you know, aside from that, I started laughing when the music started playing in the car, and then he jumped to a different car, and then he parachuted off a cliff, and that was fucking awesome. And then they had stampeding elephants. Looks awesome. And then, Dead Island 2. I have to say, my favorite trailer from anybody at E3. The guy jogging, and then, like, everything's being destroyed around him as he jogs, and then he turns into a zombie. Oh my god, it was like the perfect blend of humor and gore, and I just lost it. I thought it was the funniest thing I ever saw. Magic 2 also had a pretty good trailer. They tricked you at the beginning. They're like, oh, this is serious, and then they had the guy in the apartment, and he blew up his cat! I noticed the audience at E3 was like, hey! I kind of did it too. Of course, the cat wasn't really harmed, so let's not get too excited, I guess. Abzu, a very stylized looking game. It like takes place in the ocean, and I guess you're a scuba diver with like magic. I don't know. They didn't show too much of it. Just the guy swimming around, and again, it looks really stylized and pretty good. No Man's Sky, another pretty stylized game, and definitely an indie game. The guy looked like he was almost in tears. He was so happy about this game being shown. You start on a different planet in every game, so nobody's game is like exactly the same, and it's like a boundless universe of like hundreds of thousands of different planets you can explore. It really looks cool. Looks like a blast. What else? Mortal Kombat X. Gameplay footage. They basically just showed different people killing each other and fatalities, and it's definitely going to be one of the bloodiest installments to date. Ratchet & Clank movie. I'm sure most of you already knew about that one, but I'm very excited for it. I think it looks good. I think it looks fun, and I'll definitely give it a chance. Last of Us. I love The Last of Us, but why are they, like, remastering it already? I don't get it. It's not that old. Metal Gear Solid 5. Holy shit, they're definitely getting more serious with this installment. Definitely a darker tone in it, and more violent. That's not to say it's going to be bad. In fact, I think it looks pretty awesome. Grand Theft Auto 5 is finally going to the PlayStation. I don't know how they manage this, but I guess you can take your save file from the Xbox and put it on the PlayStation? Hopefully that's legal? I don't know. They didn't really explain it that much. Batman Arkham Knight. Them graphics, yo. The city looks huge and highly detailed. Like, holy crap. That's another game that I would just walk through all the time, just stare at it. The Bat Tank is coming to get you, bitches. The new villain looks and sounds amazing. Very sexy voice, so, can't wait for that one. Uncharted 4. Everyone was like, yeah! 20 of my friends just screamed in delight. Graphically, it looks amazing. It also seems like they're getting a little darker with this one, and the trailer didn't give you much to go on except those dead bodies hanging out in the woods. So hopefully they'll have more information on that one soon. PlayStation, very game focused this E3. A little bit of everything for everyone. It's going to be an exciting year for PS4 owners, I can tell you that much. Ubisoft, had a very good starting video this year. It was the first 5 minutes of Far Cry 4. Again, I really just want to stare at this game. Shit hit the fan fairly quickly, and it seems like you start the game off with pretty limited resources, and you just have to fucking deal with it. Sounds good to me. Just Dance 2015. Are you sick of that song Happy yet? Well, tough shit, it's still in there. But now your terrible dancing will be available for everyone to see. They have this phone app where you can connect with like hundreds of different people at once and all dance to the song at the same time. And they had like all the professional dancers come out, and this one girl on the balcony won the match, and she was really excited about it. Assassin's Creed Unity. OMG. That was a pretty looking game. Paris, economic decay, rebellion. It really looks nice, and you could have 4 people playing at once. 4 very, might I say, handsome looking assassins. All the buildings are like sick detailed, and you like can go into all of them, and some guy got beheaded, and you can run on the side of walls, and it just looks sick. Valiant Hearts is actually something that I'm very interested in. Didn't know much about it before E3. It's a puzzle adventure, and it takes place during World War I, and it follows 4 characters, but through the viewpoint of their dog, their military dog. It's very stylized, and the story seems very heavy, and they didn't just have soldiers present. One of the characters you follow is actually a wartime nurse, and I think that's wonderful. They don't really represent wartime nurses that often in games, at least not so heavily, and I'm really glad that they stuck their toes into that one. I'm looking very forward to it. Rainbow Six. Holy shit. Everyone remembers the original one. Everyone has been waiting, I think, what is it, 6 years for a new one? I have to say, in that trailer, they really destroyed that woman's house. Gotta say, I feel bad for her. But it's really cool how you play the game, and you gotta go in there and rescue the people and communicate with a bunch of different people at once, and you gotta blow the window out so that the sniper can get the guy in the hallway. It looks like a lot of fun, and I'm definitely gonna be playing that one. Overall, some cool looking games. They had a collection of trailers and demos in the event that were very interesting. Sorry, I'm babbling. They definitely win the most swear words in a presentation award. They were very, very potty-mouthed during their presentation. I don't care, but I know a few people who were like, God, censor them. Yeah, Ubisoft, mega thumbs up. Last but not least, let's talk about Microsoft. Halo 5 definitely stole the show. Some new footage. Still not release date, but the crowd seemed pretty happy about it, and on November 11th, 2014, you can play the entire Master Chief Saga on the Xbox One, if that interests you. They also had Fable Legends. It looks like they're downplaying the whole buying property thing in that game, but it's going to be cooperative play, and it takes place 400 years before the other Fable game. You can still play pub games and all that before you got on a quest, so it should be good. Dead Rising 3 is also announced. Well, it has been announced. Allegedly, the open world in this game will be a lot bigger, and there's going to be a lot more zombies that can spawn at the same time, so the difficulty is going to be up there. They showed some indie games, but not really that many. Didn't seem too focused on that. Witcher 3, a living open world game. A lot of my friends are going to be happy about that one. It's an RPG. and it's going to play a lot like the previous games. There's more options to choose from though in your quests, and February 24th, 2015 is when it's coming out. So if they move it or not, who knows. Again, they had Assassin's Creed Unity, which just looks frickin' amazing. Scalebound, if you like dragons, here's your dragons. Not much to say about it right now, they didn't show too much, but Tomb Raider Phantom Dust, the sequel to the reboot they did last year. It looks pretty interesting so far. It seems they're doing more treasure hunting than they did in the previous game, which a lot of my friends I know complained about. Crackdown was another one. It's a much anticipated sequel to the open world crime fighting game. So far it looks decent, but they didn't really show too much of that one either. Only time will tell. Overall, Xbox took this year to play it a little safer. They definitely focused more on games this year. Obviously last year they had a big backlash and it was not pretty on the internet, so I think they were just trying to remedy some of those mistakes this year. We'll have to see how those new games are received in the future, and some of them look very interesting, and I can't wait to see them. EA Games also made an appearance at E3. The first thing they showed was Star Wars Battlefront. Yay! It looks like they're really trying to make it authentic and good, and a good game for Star Wars fans. I really hope so, because my husband will be mad if this game is not good. Mass Effect, they have a new one coming. It's going to have new places, new characters, very expansive. They seem to understand they need to step it up this time because they pissed off a lot of people with the ending in the previous game. Hopefully this one will have a more satisfying conclusion. Sims 4, now featuring smarter Sims. You can control their hearts, not just their minds. There's more emotions and personality traits to choose from, and the customization seems extremely extensive. And it doesn't just affect your character, but you can affect the other characters around you with ways you react. And for the first time ever, you can send your Sims to other games and get Sims from your friends. And I can hear about 7,000 people going, "About time!" Was that a cow piranha plant I saw in the trailer? I'm pretty sure it is. Looks good. Then they had a lot of EA Sports stuff, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of sports in real life, and I'm not a fan of video game sports. But I will say this, they all look hyper-realistic, some to the point of being kind of creepy, and it looks like they're upping the graphics and they're upping the emotion of the characters, and they're trying to make the controls better, easier to do. Basically, they're just trying to upgrade everything, so if you're into that kind of game, definitely check that out. Mirror's Edge is another one they announced. You can experiment and find different paths, and some paths are easier than others. They're also going to try and explain the character of Faith a little bit more and why she has a face tattoo and all that. Sounds pretty damn good. Battlefield Hardline, basically cops versus criminals. The foundation of the game is good versus evil, and the multiplayer looks huge, very exciting, and there's going to be a lot of different things going around you at once, especially if you're the one that has the loot. There's going to be like giant cranes that crash through the buildings and then you can run across them. There's airplanes. There's a beta version up on PS4. I'm pretty sure by the time that I'm recording this that it's going to be long gone. But if you hurry, it might still be up there and you can play the beta version of it. They had some people playing on a roof, which is fine, but wouldn't that cause like some major glare on the screen? Not to mention the wind. Of course, most people aren't going to be playing on a roof, so yeah. Alright folks, so that pretty much sums up E3. Lots of great games coming from a lot of great systems. Hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of those games up here on this channel for you guys to enjoy. Star Fox. That's definitely going to be one that we're going to be playing a lot. Very much looking forward to that. Brawl as well. Far Cry. entwined, things like that. It's going to be a great 2014 and a great 2015, and we're all going to be piss poor broke, and that's okay. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite game was down below. Maybe your least favorite game. Maybe who you were expecting to see in Brawl that did not show up yet. You know, regular game chit chat. Comment below and let me know how you feel. See you guys later.